So the first thing is understanding where your hip joints were. So we talked about it's that width, it's the width of your fist, and there is your hip socket. And the idea that you could push your hip sockets forward, that's a tail tuck, or the hip sockets can go back. That's poking my tail out, so they can go back and forward. We talked about squatting with the idea that I don't need to adjust the shape of my back. What I do need to do is I need to glide the ball of my hip joint back with soft knees coming forward. So that's the hip sockets coming forward, the hip sockets gliding back, but I'm not making any changes in my back to achieve that. So then we did that in various positions. So one of the ones that was useful, I think, was we were here. We understood again that that's the hip sockets pushing forward. That's them pushing back without me dumping my lower back. And then if I do that, again, that's like a squat. That's my front of hip sockets just folding backwards. Then we did a leg lift. So the idea again was that I'm centering over my left hip socket and I'm gliding my right hip socket. That's me doing a crease. That's me lengthening it out. Trying to feel that it's a swinging action in my hip, not in my back. When you were straightening out your left leg, Craig, you just need to think about that slight outward turn of that left leg when you do that swing. We did the hip stretch up the wall, which was your legs. Imagine my legs are on the wall, and I'm trying to not tuck under. I'm trying to keep that feeling of length. And we did this one here, so I've got my foot on the wall, trying to feel I've got some weight into this hip socket, that I'm trying to do a deep crease here without tucking, and just sort of sensing that that's a position. And then when we were doing the breathing just a minute ago, so it's quite nice if you can get your legs up onto something so your knees are slightly turned out, and so you're in this position here. That's the easiest position for your QL, just to relax. So my back is really relaxed. When I inhale, I want to feel the spaces between my ribs getting wider. When I exhale, the spaces on the sides of my ribs get narrow, and there's a little feeling of abdominal engagement. So my back stays relaxed the whole time I'm breathing. The only time I really feel my back is when I breathe in. I can feel my back muscles lengthening and opening a little. And then when I exhale, there's a little bit of low stomach initiation and the sides of the ribs narrow.